And so, in conclusion, you are like a scientist. You are like a scientist. Your job to be a scientist is to think and act like a scientist. That means problems. Where are the problems? The nature of the problem, right? Do you understand the problem? If you go to work, if you will go to work in the industry, you will know that everybody, when they're working in a company or industry, they always talk about what? They always talk about Six Sigma. Six Sigma, DMAIC, define, measure, improve, act, and control. Okay, this I assume all of you should know. If you do not know, please do not need to ask me again, right? You just go to Google. Please learn to Google. Nowadays, everybody Google, everybody can find information, and I'm still finding students come and tell me, Achan, what is Six Sigma? Should I give you an F or should I give you an A? Or when you come to recruit to get a job, do you think that you will get a job? For sure, 100,000%? No. If you ask this question again in the job, immediately I say the door is right there. That means what? That means you have a culture of asking questions. Excuse me, what is going on? Excuse me, what is this? Excuse me, what is that? Excuse me, what is AI? Excuse me, what is this? Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. And those jobs is a push a button from your Google. And if you want to get a Google and stay for a long time, think about it, analyze it, digest it, design it, improve it, become your own idea. This is a real happening, you know. Every day I have this kind of questions and answer all the questions all the time. So think like a scientist. Let's say COVID-19. When you have a COVID-19, and if you still ask, excuse me, what is COVID-19? Are you sure scientists ask this question? Hello? They don't. They go and find out and crack the codes of COVID-19. What happened? And then find the solution to the problem. This is called strategies. This is called CEO. Do not act like a 1,000 baht job. Your job is after this class. Are you able to get 100,000 baht? Are you able to get 200,000 baht of salary per month? If you still cannot, that means this course do no harm, do no good to you. Our salary, when I was the vice president, I'm talking about vice presidents. When I was back then as a group technical manager, our salaries are huge. When I was vice president, Thailand's salary is a little bit lower, but we have about 250,000 baht, plus cars, plus house. It was when we were young. Forget about entrepreneurship when we go to China. It's every day we're staying in the 5-star hotels, and every day it's flying, every week flying. So money is easy or not? Come on, salary is easy. Just show me the way your salary is easy, and be humble. Because when you are not humble, you have no friends. Okay, when you are not humble, nobody associate with you. That is a very important theory. We call trait personality theory. Importance for strategy. When I go to Korea and I do business in Korea for a couple of years, and when I go there, every time I eat well, they pay me money every day, and that brings me to eat very good food. And I have a lot of friends from 30 years old to 40 years old to 50 years old to 70 years old. They even tell me a lot of story and share me the design, and they give me all the hospitality services. You know why? Because humble. I don't say a word that make them unhappy. I will not say, excuse me, sir, what is going on? This, what is going on? Or excuse me, sir, nothing coming out from my mouth. I will always humble. Oh, thank you very much. Can I know what is going, I'm not really clear about this, sir, or, madams, can you help me to, get me to illustrate with other examples, whatever that I can, I will never, never, ever, 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 never, 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 never say something like that. Because through communications, you will be able to understand problems. You will be able to understand the natures of the problem. If you say, show me COVID-19, how it comes about, you sure you can get the idea? You can know where the sources of COVID-19? I'm going to paralyze you. I'm going to kill you. You tell me where the COVID-19s come from. Otherwise, I will give you trouble. Do you think you will get the COVID-19 sources? No. The nature of the problems come from your understanding in a soft direction, in a soft way. This is called quantum mechanics. This we're talking about physics. We are not talking about social sciences. We are not talking about business. Well, you do not study physics. You do not study quantum mechanics. So once you have a problem, then the next thing is hypothesis, your assumption, which is your strategy. Your strategy before action, your strategy is called assumptions. After strategy is already implemented. So hypothesis is your assumption, assume strategy. And in business, hello, it's not about student hypothesis. What happened? If you ask you to do a research hypothesis, you change again, Ajahn, this is my hypothesis. Is it work? Is that okay? Is this report okay? Yes. So let's just change a little bit. It should be okay. Ajahn, can I have 2 weeks to change? Yeah, okay, go ahead. In business, do you do like that? No. You invest the money one time. You fail, you fail. So when I invest the money on stocks, one couple of stocks long times ago during the crisis time, financials time, and the Dong Yam Gong time, and then when the stocks try to pick it up, that is the volatile time. And every day I can, 1 second I can earn 1 million baht, another second I can lose another 300,000 baht. Another seconds I can lose 200,000 baht. Another day I can earn another 1 million baht. So within 1 week I can earn either 5 million baht or I lose 2 million baht. Why? Hypothesis, strategy. I have to know which strategy, which stock has the potential to go and to jump as fast as it can. Today or tomorrow or afternoon, it will certainly jump. And when it jumps, it will jump 40%. Hypothesis. This will most probably be supported as we have only one trial. We need accurate diagnosis. We need to use artificial intelligence. If we don't have the capacity for data, we don't have enough eye, we don't have enough ear, we don't have enough heart, we don't have enough feeling, we don't have enough bodies to go and talk, walk around. So we have to use what? We have to use data sensors. And then we don't have enough brain, we use artificial intelligence. And be able to use all the data and listen to you and listen to everything that is called spiritual. Spiritual is what? listening carefully to your heart, listening carefully to the voices of the customer, listening carefully to the voices of the world, listening carefully to the voices of engineering, matching the engineering to the science, to the voices of the customer. We call sciences. And the way we solve the problem, utilizing the data and confirm it and invest on it and make a plan, do, check, and adjustment, that is called science. Okay, so this is two very important parts: problem, strategy. Okay, problem, strategy, problem, strategy. So in a couple of pages, 3 or 4 pages, I will stop. Let me show you this. Let me show you the hypothesis. Okay, and I'm not so sure you have learned it or not. So I just put this morning, I was thinking, how do I show you the hypothesis in a simple way? And so for you, I'm not so sure you have learned, but in our schools, we have a lot of entrepreneurial courses, we have a lot of new venture courses, and we have a lot of competition for product, for services, and so I'm not so sure you have masters these competencies, or you have already learned about this competitive strategy, things like that. And so let me show you an example by Zappos, which is selling shoes on internet, okay, and by the couple Americans and the Chinese, okay, and one of the founders already passed away many years ago. I think it's probably him, but it was back in 1999 when we have the Y2K's millennium's box problems, and they started out the business and things like that. So let me show you how they test the strategic ideas, how they come up with the science way of developing the strategy, and that strategy is eventually giving them a company called Zappos. That is competitive strategy through internet. That was back in 1999. That's no joke. There wasn't any internet prevalence over there at that time. And again, he's hampered. If he's not hampered, if those are not hampered, they're not able to get the fund. They're not able to get the angel fund. They're not able to get the collaborations from their friend. So friendship is very important. Talk softly, okay? คุยช้าๆ คุยใจเย็นๆ คุย soft talk slowly, 慢慢讲, okay? And because when your heart there's no collaboration. Okay, so make sure this is something that I want all the students to bear in mind, because our culture in Thailand is supposed to be very soft. Okay, คนไทยนี่ why, right? สวัสดีครับ we don't say hard words. Okay, so don't do all these hard words. Okay, you have no friends and you have no ideas and no collaboration. Myanmar also the same. Okay, we're all the same culture. So we have this test card. We call hypothetical testing card, or we call business research card, or we call test card. Okay, or we call lean entrepreneurship card, or we call new venture card. Okay, doesn't matter. So this card is very simple. I believe, or we believe, that we try to develop an ideas in a big company, or we try to develop idea for new venture capital, or a new ventures businesses, or we want to develop an idea for new startup, or we want to develop idea for entrepreneurial investment, or we want to develop idea for product development, or we want to develop an idea for service development, or we want to develop idea for process management, or we want to develop idea for new organization management or innovation. This kind of test card can be used and turned into a culture where every employee has a card. If you give the card to all the employees, you can give them and print a book for every employee. So this is the card for you for the whole year. And well, at the end of the day, when you know, this is January 1st, come and see me on the 31st December. Okay, and please make sure that you bring your card. Okay, your card book to me, and your card book will tell you how much salary you will get improved, and how much promotions you will get. And this is the card. I mean, not to that extent. I'm just giving you an elaborative example. So hypothesis. So this owner started with one of the owners, Americans, came up with this hypothesis. That was back in 1999. No internet much yet, only for a few people. So customer hypothesis strategy. Customers who buy shoes online do exist. You can't figure it out. Imagine that this happened. It was back in 1999. Zappos. So what happened to verify that we will do something? That is your strategic action. What that is strategy in the action time. Your strategy, not in the market sense, the strategy in your company sense. And then you have to measure it. Where are the evidence size? And then use your measurements and evidence to see whether you are right on your hypothesis. Okay. So he has a little bit of money. Okay. The founder did not put in a large amount of seed money to invest on a lot of huge inventories and then put it on the internet and then start to sell. No, he started small. So he tried to see the hypothesis working or not working. So he go to the shopping malls and department store and see any shoe stores and picked up a couple of them and then take the pictures and then put those pictures on the internet and see anybody's want to orders. And if there is anybody want to order, you go back to the stores and then buy the shoes and then top up with the profits and then ship to the customer, and that confirms that yes, there are customers who really want to buy shoes online. From there, boom, Zappos continues, and the boom continues. Zappos established, and that is continue with what? Learning card. They will continue to observe again and again that these online things, that if you do this, it's going to get more revenue and blah, 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 blah. And then they learn from there, from what they have to adjust the company. And from there, they adjust the strategy again and again through the learning card, starting from the hypothesis test card and continue with the learning card. That is nothing but theory and data that I taught you in the class in business strategy about theory and data. Theory is your knowledge. Combination of the knowledge, take it from your knowledge and arrive at the hypothesis or strategy, which can be in terms of strategy map, which can be in terms of business model, doesn't matter, all the same. Hypothesis the same as business model the same as business strategy, all the same, just different name created by different people for what? For money, books, telling, and then we just simply business model concept. Well, this is a new concept. Wow! I got to learn. This is strategy map. Wow! And actually the same. This is nothing but hypothesis. This is nothing but your cognition. Come from where? Your theory. Come from where? Come from you thinking over your data. Come from your data observation. Come from your looking at the things from the real world. And again, we call business models within that external environment. So your again and again is your organization, your engine flying, right? The engine airplane flying in the sky, on the sky, right? That is environment, and that flying is this control system. Okay, so the learnings take in the processes And business models are just some things that it deals with what is the values and how we can deliver that value and produce that values, and who enjoys and appreciate it or purchase that value, and in terms the money situations in the companies and so on and so forth. And so let me give you examples on the examples in terms of these business models and in terms of time sequence. Just give you a couple of examples to give you stimulation so that you can think about it. And again, please go and find out yourself. And this time, there is no examination. There's no final examination. There's a midterm examination. Do not ask me for solution. Ajahn, am I doing the right way? I do not know the right way. You tell me. You present to me, and you share with everybody else, and you tell me. Hello? When you develop a business, how do you know it's the right way or the wrong way? You do it. Show me the money. So you can ask, Ajahn, is this the right strategy? I have no idea. I have no idea. Ajahn, can I get A in the class? I have no idea. Show me that it is an A. It is number one in the world. Show me that you are Apple. Show me that you are Apple. Show me. I have no idea. I'm not Apple. I also need to prove that I am capable of telling you what's going on and sharing my experience with you. I'm just like you, the same. Well, before I do earn in the industries and earn a lot of monies. Okay, so year 1999 against the doomsday. Oh, Y2K bugs coming in. Computers don't touch. It's going to boom. When you go from December 31st, the time tick, 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 until 000000000, 2000, year 2000, the computer is going to boom. Zappos now. Challenges. No. Challenges for us is opportunity. For us, it's leading opportunity. For us, it's opportunity exploitation. I taught you and shared with you a couple of 1 hour ago, 2 hours ago. So let me give you just a couple of examples so you know how to make use of hypothesis, or hypothesis is business model, so that you know what is going on, and do not go and tell me again, Ajahn, is hypothesis the same as business model? If you tell me, go and Google. Okay? You are already supposed to be able to learn by yourself. Do not let me feed you. No, this is not the right way. Okay, if you go to CEO, excuse me, CEO, is business model the same as hypothesis to say the door is right there? So Zappos have a collaborations with UPS back in this 2002. Okay, and so everything's finished, production, and then go UPS, boom, everywhere in the world, and now they have Amazon on the customer side. Okay, I'm not showing you. You can Google around. You can find out by yourself. And this is where partnership is. And this partnership influences the distribution. And there is another partnership influences the customer purchasing. Okay, which is with Amazon, Amazons.com. Pretty recently, and let's back in, and then this is 2002. In 2003. By the learning processes, learning card, and then slowly observe and slowly make decision. And they have business from the business policies, 360-degree day returns policy. Before it's only maybe 24 1 month's policy, returns policy. You can return the shoes to me for we will ship for free to you a new pair of shoes within 1 month. But then when they observe, customers seems to be, it's not really so bad. 365 days is probably better than 24 days, 30 days a month, and getting the business better. So they changed to 365 days. That is true. What? That is true learning card. So this card of entrepreneurial card or new venture card or new startup card or business research card or whatever card, product development card or whatever, innovations card, implementations card, eventually allow them to do what? Transform the whole company in a timeline basis. Okay, so this is very, very, very important. And by associating with Amazon and UPS, so we are talking about the business models of Amazon, business models of Zappos, business models of UPS, business models of other companies, and then together what? Knowledge, huge knowledge. Network of knowledge, network of firms' knowledge, and this becomes very easy. Before it's difficult, now it's so easy. Because of what? Artificial intelligence. Because of what? Because of internet. Because of what? Everything is interconnected. Cyber connectivity. That means what? The long time we talk about extended enterprise, forget about it. This is a peanut. This is a simple concept. We are now talking about programming. So let me ask you, computer programming importance or not? Yes, very important. It's compulsory for all the business students in many universities. When I was back in 1980s, when I was in University of Wisconsin, compulsory. You got to do programming. You got to do not only programming, you got to use computer programming to analyze the airplane. You got to use computer programming to analyze the construction material. You got to use the computer programming to analyze this and blah, blah, blah. If not sufficient computer, use supercomputers. We are having an account for supercomputer. And we run the computer for 24 hours and get the results. That is how we run and simulate the cosmos, the universe, the Einstein's theory. From where? Computer simulation. Supercomputers back in 1980s, you're talking about iPad, you're talking about PC, you're talking about one computers. No, we're talking about supercomputers, 1985. Okay, so this is what we mean by theory, data, and we are not talking about two companies. We are talking about all connected. As shown, you can see and reasons the picture. So another, just want to finalize this page, concluding with this page, because this is the science way. And another science way is you already have the problems, you already have the hypothesis. You have to, the problems, you have to diagnose it. You have to look at it. You have to diagnose the COVID-19. Okay, you have to focus like focus and links matters. You have to focus, laser sharp focus. Don't go and say, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. Business is about trade-off. Business is about focus. Business is about, I want this, I don't want that. I will give you this, I will not give you that. We will work together on this. We will not work together on that. Okay. So when I was working with Mark and Spencer, we will work together to make the production able to deliver a very ready to eat meal package that has very, very good taste and very, very safe temperature, kill all the bacteria and do not harm the food. Okay. Only that. Focus, and then we get all the resources from contract farming contracts to all the way the supply chain to production to engineering design to the engineers and to the look at the wastewater treatments, whether we're producing too much waste, that the organic and the inorganic issues on the wastewaters can tell us so many stories, that we will also protect the environment. Focus, links matters. And then most importantly, I already have told you, the world is always following the thermodynamic second law, which is entropy. Entropy always keep on increasing again and always keep on increasing. That means what? The world is going in the directions of disorderness and chaosity. That means what? If you live in organization uncontrolled, if I live in organizations like you in a project team uncontrolled, according to the real world, you will go chaos. You will go disorder. Either you hate this guy or you don't like this guy. I said, why this team member is not helping me? Why that team member is not helping me? Why I'm so smart? Why he's not so smart? Why I'm so hardworking? Why he's not hardworking? Why I can do that? Why she cannot do that or he cannot do that? Disorder, messy, very confused. Entropy. Boom. The whole world's chaos. COVID-19. You can control COVID-19. You cannot control COVID-19 if you do not have wisdom and science to control it. It will go chaos. That was the problem, and that is the problem in United States and everywhere else, such as in many countries. And the President Biden has to solve the problem. And many countries, presidents are the head of to solve the problem by reducing the entropy, which is the disorderness, the complexities and chaosity. So that means what? You always need strategy. Strategy in production, strategy in products, strategy in services, strategy in organization, strategy in management, strategy in culture, strategy in people, strategy in every single thing. But focus, 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 competitive, 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 competitive. Otherwise, it's only strategy. So and inertia means if you do not do something about it, you 垂垂, ภาษาไทยเรียกว่า เฉย you know, means what? Stay the same. If you don't tell me anything, I will stay the same. Oh, Ajahn did not give me the assignment. That's good. Inertia. Or if Ajahn give me the assignment, เมื่อไหร่จะทำ เมื่อไหร่จะเริ่มต้น when I'm going to start the project, inertia, you know, afraid, you know, the project looks so big, the project looks so difficult, you know, afraid of getting started. Inertia, you're afraid, and then stuck, and then stuck, and then stuck, and then stuck, and then tomorrow, oh, I'm very busy, busy. I'm a very busy guy, you know. I have a lot of meetings, you know. Every day meeting here, meeting there, meeting here, meeting there. I'm very proud of myself, and so I'm a smart guy, and I'm very reputable guy, and I have meeting, and so things get postponed with all kind of entropic reason. Inertia. So expect entropy, any aspect of disorders undifferentiated product or brand. For example, undifferentiated product or brand, it goes disorders, chaosity. You know, it's not only the people, it's a product and brands that are not differentiated. And it will slowly create disorders and chaosities and confusion, and then entropy keep increasing, and then the brand dying and the products dying. And so this is very, very important, that you have to look at every perspective in a scientific way. And the Buddha already told us, right, the 3 important characteristics of the real world. Number 1 is what? Anatta. Okay, everything is about non-self. Everything changes because there is certain characteristic, certain way it will change according to the universal law of physics, law of chemistry, law of biology, right? Anatta. So if I get angry, if I get excited, that is anatta, is not me. Is because inside my mind, in my heart, has this greed, has this hatred, has kilei. And then this kilei, this hatred and delusions and the greed will drive my mind, control my mind, and my mind will control my behavior. And so I don't like you, I hate you, I want this, I want that. Do you think it's self, me? No, it's the mind. that controls by entropic reaction and law of the physics and the universe. So how do you control? Well, you control the physics. You make use of the physics. It will slowly kind of control. The mind will not be constrained and restrained by the greed, hatred, delusion, tatsalu, enlightened Buddha, becoming a Arahant, becoming an Arahant, and becoming a Buddha. Number two, why you need to stick to one thing? Everything change. Oh, I get A in the class. Oh, this is my A. This is my A. No meaning when it's change. Everything change. Oh, I'm studying a PhD degree, and I come up with a very important concept and idea. Wow, this is very important. This is going to make me graduate. Well, this is mine. Hello, this mine is already changed. Your idea, no meaning. It changed to different ideas the next second. And different people use the same idea in a different way. No meaning. And your idea without sharing, no meaning, no applications, no ROI, no returns on investment, no returns on asset. So being anicca, change is the second characteristic. And if you don't let go and hold it, and then next time some persons want to grab this, why you take away my opinions? Why you take away my ideas? And then suffering. So I see all of you and me together. We have to change our train according to the scientific way. To change what? Change our mind. Make it pure. Make the mind pure. Pure in the sense of understanding anatta, non-self. Pure in the sense of understanding how to let go, so that we do not have suffering, because everything is changing. No need to hold tight. So that means what happened? So it comes to the conclusion, strategic, competitive strategies for what? For change. So competitive strategy is for what? Is for change, right? Stands on understanding that, okay, strategic, competitive strategy stands on the scientific understanding that, okay, everything in the world, okay, such as businesses, okay, art is, okay, anatta, okay, non-self, okay, which means following a certain, okay, physical, chemical, biological, okay, and universal laws, okay, and it's changing at all the time, okay, all the time. So it's changing all the time. It's dynamics, okay, dynamics, not in still, not dynamic in nature, keep on changing, and most importantly is otherwise, okay, if we stick to some ideas, some views, or some actions, or some outcomes, for not changing it, for not expecting changing, for not expecting changes, then we will definitely definitely have suffering. Okay, suffering. Okay, in fact, okay, according to entropy law of thermodynamics. Okay, thermodynamics. Okay, uh, 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 the everything leads to okay, disorderness. Okay, that is suffering. Okay, so again, this page concludes my discussion today, and I will give you uh, uh, the project statements tonight or later this evening, and it probably will take about 4 or 5 days for you to work on the project, and then from the next week onward, it will be your you will be taking a role, leading roles in presentations. Okay, so hopefully you have already understood what is competitive strategy, what is expected of the competitive strategy, and what can you make the competitive strategies happening, and through the concepts of the engines of the airplane, or through the scientific laws, and to the testings and learning templates and cards, and also and most importantly, the utilizations of the digitizations, transformation, and also the artificial intelligence and the Internet of Things, and all this data, okay, which computer programming are very, very important nowadays. And so these are basically the thing. Otherwise, if you do not have those concepts of understanding, we will get detached from the trend of the world, which are moving so fast and so quick. And in fact, what happened today is already back in 1985. We were already trained in today's trend. Okay, so nothing is big deals. Everything is the same as back in 1985, but it's more implemented okay, into the real world. Okay, so we will stop here.